Have you ever wondered why you can't afford a home? Well, it's because of landlords. But have you ever wondered what they do with all their money that they steal from their tenants? Apparently, they flexed on TikTok and brag about how rich they are.
So I thought I was doing a lot. I had 60 rental properties and about $10 million in real estate owned. But wait 1 minute.
You got 242 units, $32 million in real estate.
Boom!
2,500 units, 175 million.
Boom!
220 houses, 25 million.
Boom!
About 1,500 units, 45 million.
Boom!
4,288 units, $335 million.
Boom!
Yeah, but how much puss do you all get? From the looks of it, looks like you get nada. But for real, that's about 10,000 units that will never be upgraded or fixed. Who here can relate that their landlord has done absolutely nothing for them? Unfortunately, probably a lot of people.
Open up the fucking door. I don't give a fuck
Well,
about
there's babies. You know,
about time, because this is the third time.
There's
So, yeah,
babies
maybe
and
I don't
children.
give a
Yeah.
fuck.
The state of
Connecticut
I
has
don't
some
give a fuck
serious
about
rental
none of that.
problems.
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Excuse me?
I don't give a fuck
Excuse
about
me, you want to
none of
get
that.
arrested?
I don't give a fuck about none of that. Pay your
Doors
fucking
closing.
rent.
Right,
Pay your
okay,
fucking
we
rent.
know. Doors
I'll
closing.
I'll tell them.
Oh, you're gonna tell them. So it's other people living in my house that's not paying rent. Yeah, you guys call the police and see what they say about
Doors
that.
closing.
Call the
Yeah.
police and say what they say about that.
It's illegal,
Yeah,
first of
I
all.
don't try to
And
call
we
me
got
crazy.
evidence.
I don't even fucking live in here. I don't
We're
give a
having a
fuck.
party. There's
Fuck y'all.
babies here, and I don't like your mouth.
Fuck this birthday. Fuck you, all of y'all. Y'all motherfuckers in here staying without paying no rent and none of that. That's a punch you in your fucking face.
Just
I
call
will.
the
You gonna
police.
break my foot, man? What you
Get
gonna do?
the
You
fuck
gonna
out
break
of the
my
house
foot?
by herself.
You gonna break her? We
She's
gonna
not
break
by
my
herself.
foot?
Please.
She gonna
Call
break
her.
my foot?
I have no words. She's just aggressive as hell, and honestly, I'd be scared. I am 6'3" and a lad of a man, but still, when people yell at me, I get terrified. Please don't yell at me. This also apparently happened during the tenant's kid's second birthday party. Like, have a heart, please.
But imagine how tired we are. Imagine how tired we are.
Oh, cry me a river. You own a property. As long as there isn't a giant recession in the area that you live in, you're going to be getting back most of the money you put back into the property. But you know, if inflation is really hurting you that bad, maybe you should cancel Netflix or stop going to Starbucks. I hear that advice is really good these days. I can't believe that boomers have actually used that as advice to give Gen Zs and millennials on how to buy a home. They're so out of touch with our struggles. Like, spending $5 a day at Starbucks, yeah, it can add up to be a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it's probably around $3,000 a year at most. Saving $3,000 a year when I work a minimum wage job is not gonna help me buy a $700,000 one-bedroom apartment unless I wait like 30 years. Also, like, that's business. Business is not risk-free. You play the game and sometimes you lose. That's just how the world works.
Why are you
Locking
yelling?
all doors because this is not what I expected of you.
Okay.
I need.
This is pretty
I was
intense.
fixing it. Yes, you tell me what's intense about this.
I just don't
Take
think.
a picture.
I
You
think
wanna
it's.
take a picture?
I think
Take a
it's
picture.
really inappropriate that you're looking through all our stuff.
It fell over. Okay, I'm moving this
That's
over
really
here. It fell over.
inappropriate.
You can see it's fallen over.
Jeez Louise,
I'm
like.
not going through your stuff. It fell over, and I'm trying to repair this and move that chair that's in that doorway. It won't come through.
I really wish you would stop yelling at me right now. This is really inappropriate.
You know what's inappropriate is this? Get your pen out and start writing. It's called giving notice. Wait a minute, I already cut
Okay, but I need to give you 30 days
this. You
notice.
need to give me as much notice as you need to, but make sure he does never enter this house again.
You really need to relax right now.
I do not believe
You're
in
making me
paganism.
really uncomfortable.
Here we have a classic landlord going through this poor woman's things, and she's just freaking out for no reason. Unfortunately, I've seen this far too often. Also, why does the landlord sound like Robin from Teen Titans? Does anyone else find it weird that these landlords are bragging about how much money they're making when they own properties that look like this? Like, that's not something to be proud about. Also, $2,300 a month, let's be real, more like $3 grand a month these days. Then we have absolute lunatics that say stuff like this.
All right, thanks for paying your rent this month. Go ahead and sign here. It's just going to ask you a couple of questions.
A tip? I'm not tipping my landlord.
So you'll tip a barista who pours overpriced coffee into a cup, but not the guy who's on call 24/7 to make sure you have a safe home.
I'm not tipping you. This isn't a restaurant.
Okay, so you'll tip an extra 25% for somebody to carry you a basket of chicken wings, but you won't tip someone who responds for after-hours emergency calls? Yep. Well, I guess when it's time for your lease renewal, I'm gonna make sure gratuity is included in your rent. It's a little tip I learned from Two Guys Take On Real Estate.
Cause yeah, the single mom who works as a barista who barely has enough money to get by is gonna tip you at the end of the month. Also, you don't deserve a tip. Do you know what most landlords are like? Hey, can you come over and fix a problem, please? Hey, can you come over and fix a problem, please? Hey, this is the third time I'm calling. Can you please come fix this problem? My house is about to flood. Yes, sir. I'll send someone over in 3 weeks. They just don't have good intentions. I had a landlord that said we could be family once when I first moved in. That guy proceeded to enter my apartment whenever he felt like it for the next year. We're not family, and if we are, I want to get emancipated.
It's not so bad. It's not so bad.
And then we have scumbags like this who just have zero heart.
Our landlord likes to check up on us. He's been coming to our house every night. Me and my husband decided we had enough with the creep. So we installed the mobile lock. This was what happened when he realized he couldn't get in with a key. That lock saved our booties.
For all you watching this and saying, this is so fake, this never happens, these are just internet horror stories, this happened to me. When I was 18, I was renting a basement apartment in Toronto, and as an 18-year-old guy, I'm gonna be honest, I was a bit messy and I didn't do the dishes all the time immediately. I sometimes left them for a couple days in the sink, which I feel like is very normal. Anyways, I didn't immediately do the dishes and my landlord got mad at me. She brought her boyfriend over and then he physically threatened me against a wall to do the dishes. I was scared shitless as a kid, but like, come on, who does that? This is why I'm never gonna defend landlords. I'm not saying all of them are bad, but I'm saying most of them are bad. And then we have repairs. Most landlords I know of, especially where I used to live in Toronto, just do not care about the conditions their tenants are living in. I deadass was looking at apartments once and I walked downstairs into this dungeon that 3 university students were living in. I swear if there wasn't students living there, it looked like he would have kept children he kidnapped down there. I feel like you would have forced them to mine concrete or something. The children yearn for the mines. Just remember guys, a landlord isn't born, they're made. Anyways, what do you think about landlords? Do you like landlords? Don't like landlords? Tell me your horror stories with your landlords down below in the comments. I want to hear them and I'm going to read them and respond to a couple. Watch another one of my videos if you enjoyed this and make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.